Hey, what's going on, guys? Good morning. I guess it's afternoon now, right? Good afternoon. What's going on? Oh, how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. Okay, so let's get going right into it. We don't have a whole ton of time today, so let's hop into it. We got a couple super chats. Life on Mars, what's going on, man? Let's go, Rob. Absolutely, brother. Let's go, Kevin. Big Kev, what's up, buddy? Good morning, crypto family. I bought so many meme coins that it changed my picture. Changed my picture. Let's prep the rocket. Blessings, Rob, for all you do. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Fantastic community we have here, guys. I mean, every once in a while, we got to weed out some of the bad apples, but ain't no thing but a chicken wing on a string, right? Stimate, thank you so much for sharing, for watching over on X. What's going on? 85 Crash in the house. What's up, man? What else do we have here? Jake the Snake, BTC holding in the pump like I hold the dump on my way home from work. Nice. Nadix and Muria are two sleepers I got to buy more of. Absolutely, man. Two sleepers for sure. William, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. DH, great content. God bless you and yours. Thank you so much. H. Barbarina in the house. You know me. Hit the likes and subscribe on your way in. Absolutely. Thank you for all you do, Rob. Hey, no problem, man. Mario, good afternoon. Senor Rob, DCA friend, maybe? Absolutely. Kizza, what's up, buddy? Hey, Rob, you reckon another rate cut is coming in October? Well, here's the thing. I see all over X right now, Powell had some remotely, bearish kind of implications to what he was saying today, right? He was talking about how the economy's fine after a 25 basis point rate cut and stuff like that, right? So we're well positioned or something along those lines is what he was saying, implying that we probably will not see a rate cut in October, which has Bitcoin kind of going down a little bit, people feeling a little bit negative. But here's the thing. We don't even have the jobs numbers or anything for this month yet, right? So the jobs numbers come out on October 3rd. We'll have a much better idea of what's happening after we get, all of the economic data. Once we get all that information, we'll have a much better idea of where we sit. It's kind of weird for people to take Powell saying right now that basically implying that they're not cutting rates in October before even Powell knows what the economic data looks like, right? He has no idea what the numbers are going to come in at next month. So just kind of based on that, I don't see how he could give a prediction about whether they're going to cut a rate or not. What if jobs numbers come in even worse on October 3rd? How do you justify not cutting rates, right? So, CPI and PPI come in good. How do you then justify not cutting rates? You know what I'm saying? So he doesn't even have all of the information yet, and he's giving this kind of this speech about how he's probably not cutting rates. I think it's just word salad, to be honest with you. How are you going to give a prediction about what you're going to do when you don't have the answers yet to the information? It doesn't make sense, right? But people don't think about that kind of stuff, and it's weird that they don't, right? Like, for me, the first thing my mind goes to is, how's he going to say whether they're going to cut rates or not before he even knows what the economic data looks like? That doesn't make any sense, right? So, Fridge, my dude, thank you, man. Appreciate your brother. Thoughts and prayers to you and your family. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for the community kind of being behind me and stuff like that, right? I mean, it really does mean a lot in times like this. So thank you so much for that. We had to weed out Nicole today, last night, as you guys know, and now she's over on Pump.Fund utilizing my son's death to try to FUD, right? So that shows us the kind of person that she is and why we don't want her in our community anyways, right? So she's over there saying that I asked you guys for donations because my son died. Did I ask any of you guys? Let me know in the chat. Did I ask any of you guys for donations because my son passed away? Have I asked you for any donations at all in any way, shape, or form? For you guys to donate money to me? Have I asked anywhere, on any platform at all? Have I asked you guys to donate money to me? Let me know in the chat. Leo, Rob, thank you so much for everything you do for us. We love you and Pico LFG. Let's go. Hey, absolutely, brother. Absolutely. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you as a community for kind of standing behind me throughout this times, guys. It's not a good, obviously it's not a good time for me, but I appreciate it, man. Quentin, what's up, buddy? Jared, hope everyone's having a good afternoon. Pico and LFG, absolutely. We're gonna have a look at the Pico chart in a bit, guys. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe on the way in. We have 181 people here. We have 49 likes, guys. Let's get the likes up over 100. We need 51, so let's get that going. Sweet Biddy, what's going on? Good to see you. Good to see you. EZ. Powell, oh Powell, what art thou? Bring some bullish news for fam. Absolutely. Kay Lily in the house. What's going on? Rob, do you still Carlos, Rob, do you still have conviction in Swift coin? Caesar was kind of negative. What's your thoughts? I have a decent bag. Yeah, my conviction in Swift has not changed at all. Swift will do fine. And I don't think it's as much. I haven't seen Caesar's video on it, but I don't think it's as much Caesar's talking negatively about it as Caesar's just trying to kind of give you the truth, is like, the charts as he sees them, right? That's all that I think it is. I don't think he's trying to be bearish or anything like that. So Caesar's my boy, man. Caesar's my boy. And also, here's the thing. My conviction in any project that I'm invested in has no bearing on what someone else thinks about it, no matter who it is, right? And it shouldn't have any bearing on what you think about your conviction in your project either, right? Not me, not anybody. So you should have full conviction. I have full conviction in Swift. I think it will do fine. And I think I'll make a lot of money on it. It's one of my biggest bags. So Isaac, lick a tongue in the house. What's up, buddy? Beebs, my dude. What's happening, man? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Danny's in the house. Life on Mars, I like your profile pic. Kevin, yes, absolutely. Nabs, what's up, man? Can you believe how much your coin is growing? Proud of you and the community you built. Truly spectacle. Yes, absolutely. It's unbelievable how fast Pico and LFG are growing. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I am sending over all of the requested information from BTCC today, so we can get that listing happening. So we will be getting that centralized exchange listing, first one, and then we'll start working over on MEXC and Gate.io. So yeah, Nia, Rob, my prayers with you and your family. Thank you so much, Nia. I appreciate it. Dave, what's up, man? Hang in there, brother. God bless. Thank you so much. Over the top. What's going on, man? Hoover. Hey, Rob. Good to see you. Good to see you too, my guy. Good to see you too. Leo, what's up, man? Good to see you. Love you guys too. Another local. Bless you, Rob. I can't not wait to see Hara's face when you show him Pico in Japan. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna wear like a Pico shirt. I'm gonna have a Pico hoodie or something. John, love you guys. Been buying Miria and Swift nonstop. There you go. Perfect. AF, God, good day, brother Rob and community. Brother, stay strong and support your family and us. We all praying. Thank you so much. Isaac, I'm holding and praying these conservative prices. The hiccups now. They're coming, man. They're coming. Just be patient. Amazing Coin stopping by for a quick hello. Rob, now to work. Thanks for stopping by, brother. Thanks for stopping by. Hoover, Fed Watch at 94% for a cut. It will be data dependent. Yes, exactly. Right. GPT Wars, Coinbase one up 1.2%. No, you'll never ask that. Yeah, exactly. Handled it like a man. Yeah, exactly. See, I never asked anybody for any donations. Like, it's, the fact, like I said before, the fact that she would use, my son's passing to try to FUD me, the channel, our project, or anything, shows the kind of person that she is, and shows that that's not the kind of person we want in our community anyways, right? So, Mario, thank you so much, man. In fact, Rob has donated to the community. Yeah, exactly. In fact, I've actually been putting money out to get our project off the ground and going. We love you, brother. Thank you so much. Not at all, brother. Never asked for money. You did the opposite. I made so much. It kept upgrading. It kept upgrading your channel. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that, Yo-Yo Mars. I appreciate you, man. It's not a donation. This is for my own free will. Got to make that public service announcement now, eh? Sorry for your loss, brother. God bless you. He's living in with our Lord. Thank you so much, Isho. I appreciate you, man. Nope, no asking for cash. Unreal. Yeah, some people are like that, though, right? Some people are like that, right? There's good people, and then there's bad people in this planet. Unfortunately, we have to live with the bad ones, and God will judge them accordingly, right? Lizzie, glad to see you. Mom and I kept praying for you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. C. Allen's in the house. So what do you predict Swiftcoin to get to? My Swiftcoin predictions, I've already put out there plenty of times. You can watch the price prediction videos. They haven't changed. What goes around comes around, Nicole. Don't strain your soul. Exactly, right? You put negative stuff out into the universe and negative stuff comes back, right? So, yeah, exactly. The problem with Nicole is that she didn't think I knew what she was doing, right? And to be fair, I did say yesterday in the morning, I said, I know who you are. If you don't stop, I'm going to dox you and then I'm going to ban you, right? She thought I didn't know who she was. I gave her 15 hours. She didn't stop. So she got doxed. She got banned. And now she's angry, right? So now she's behaving like an ex-girlfriend that you broke up with but didn't want you to break up with them. So, and then they like call your mom and stuff like that. And you know, that's how she's behaving, right? I was honest. I can't believe her with that. Yeah. Hey, some people are like that. Let's get into the news, guys. Let's have a look at Bitcoin here. So we've pulled back down to 111,840 because of Powell and his big mouth. But I think we'll bounce back. People are going to buy up the dip. I'll probably buy up the dip. Yeah, hell have no fury like a woman scorned. Yeah. Rob, your son passed away. I had no idea. You did not deserve that to happen to you. You have my sympathies. Thank you so much, Stargazer. Yes, about 2 days ago. So that's why the content has been kind of limited. So yeah. But the community has been amazing, you know, with all the prayers and everything like that. It's really, really helped. So thank you guys for that. Okay, let's get into some of the news. Let's see what's going on out there in the space. You know what we're going to do, though, first? Let's go have a look over at Pico. Why don't we go have a look over at Pico, guys, right? Before we get started on the news, let's look at Pico. So, Pico, yeah, amazing market cap, amazing tokenomics, a fantastic opportunity, brand new play, guys. You're not going to want to miss out on it. You're not going to want to miss out on it, guys. We'll be listed over on BTCC soon enough. Pico says, all the love, Rob. Nothing that can stop us. It's we, and we are logged. Exactly. Yes, John. I put a video. I talked about it over on the Patreon. So, yes. We need a picture with Pico, the top hat. Oh, man, nice. Okay, so let's look at the Pico chart, right? Let's see how things are playing out. I was looking at it. I was looking at it yesterday. So let's go have another looky-loo, shall we? All right, so we've got this bull flag. We broke out yesterday. We fell back inside the bull flag when Bitcoin dumped. It brought us down with it. We came back down to the bottom of the range of this bull flag. Now we're back. We're riding the top end on the 4 hour, right? We're riding the top end of this, trying to break out again. So far, so good. We are still in a bullish structure on the 4 hour. The breakout target remains the same, 20187 for Pico. For me, anyway. Pico says, head over to the Patreon meme chat so you see your idea come to life. There you go. Exactly. So yeah, the 4 hours looking good, guys. The 8 hour, same thing. We fell back down inside of the bull flag. It still looks very, very bullish from here. We're just waiting for that bull flag breakout, guys. Pico looks fantastic on the 4 hour, the 8 hour, the 12 hour. Bullish, bullish, and bullish. So waiting for that breakout to happen, guys. Again, target remains the same. 20187. That would be a move from where we are right now. That would be a move of about 117.5% to the upside, right? So Pico's about to melt some faces, guys. About to melt some faces. All right, let's move on here. We got some clips. We got some stuff to get into. We got some news. Okay, first, let's check out Novogratz. Chris, thank you so much for the super sticker, my friend. It is greatly appreciated, man. Guys, the support is off the charts. It's been off the charts the last couple days. Thank you guys so much for everyone who's kind of stood behind me and backed me. I appreciate it. All right, so Mike Novogratz on Solana.
Like, was MicroStrategy good for Bitcoin or bad? Categorically good.
Oh, of course.
Michael Saylor deserves 2 kisses and a hug. He might not take that well. But why? Because he brought people into the Bitcoin ecosystem. He bought more Bitcoin than anyone else. That's energy into the ecosystem, right? I mean, in lots of ways, this whole crypto thing is about who can bring energy into those ecosystems, right? It has been a narrative business until recently. It still is a narrative business. It will change in the next 5 years to a performative business, right? To utility, right? We're starting to see it already in some ecosystems, but we're really early, right? I talk about agentic AI using stablecoins. It ain't happening yet. It's going to. It's not happening yet. We're not buying our US Open tickets on a decentralized ticketing space. We're buying them through Ticketmaster still. And so as we have this revolution go from narrative to utility, right? What does that mean? Well, when we have more and more stable coins operating on blockchains, that's going to take money from bank deposits by definition. Even though they're not allowed to pay interest, they're going to pay interest. They're going to have money market funds here and stable coins here, and they're going to instantly transact. And so you're gonna be able to have in your wallet your cash or your what you normally put in checking and savings, earning 0 at JP Morgan, earning 4.5% or whatever the Fed funds rate is, and use it to buy stuff. Well, so as bank deposits go down, what goes up? Where does credit creation come from? You're going to see private credit tokenized. That'll be one of the first big uses of real world assets. And banks are going to be replaced by stable coins and private credit. And you're going to buy private credit in tokenized form. That's going to happen. Is it going to happen next year? No, it's going to start happening next year, right? You saw Figure went public with a big freaking nice multiple. Congrats, Mike Cagney, right? He's tokenizing private credit. Galaxy is going to get into tokenizing private credit. We've done some small examples of it already. But as those things happen, they're going to happen over blockchains. And we think Solana is going to be one of the blockchains that gets the lion's share of financial market stuff because it's kind of tailor built for financial markets.
He's absolutely right, guys. And you are going to start to see that capital flow out of bank accounts. That's the bank's problems in the first place, right? My bags are ready on Swift, all in on the project. Ever since I found Rob, I only pick what he holds. There you go. Jeffrey, thank you so much, brother. Thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate you, my friend. I appreciate you. Right, what else do we have? So Trump demands action, inflation and interest rates on the decline. Trump believes inflation will reverse as interest rates decrease. Appointed to the Fed last week, Myron has the task of allocating the economic parameters of Trump's argument to the board members. His role also includes convincing them about the need for rate cuts, as he transparently shared Trump's perspective yesterday. Since Trump took office, he has engaged in unconventional action, such as imposing high tariffs, consistently calling for interest rate cuts and initiating military operations. His administration, isn't that the job of the president? It's weird that they would say he's been doing. Of course, he's been doing that. That's his job. Anyway, Myron's job brings clarity to the unusual viewpoint Trump adopts regarding the current economic scenario. What Trump prompts his beliefs in declining inflation. So Trump thinks that dropping rates will help with inflation. In his debt speech as the Fed member at the New York Economic Club, Myron discussed Trump's economic theory at the forefront of shaping the technical foundation of tariffs and Trump's economic strategy. Myron emphasized the usefulness of Taylor-type rules in providing guidance, despite acknowledging no perfect method exists to set policy rates. He pointed to three main factors: inflation, the neutral interest rate, and the output gap. Myron highlighted the critical role of inflation changing the employment acknowledged by Fed officials, noting that the production gap is fed by these elements. However, consensus on the neutral rate remains elusive among Fed members. According to Myron, keeping track of shifts in neutral interest rate is risky. He argues that past immigration rates and fiscal policies, which increase national savings, were not correctively considered in previous neutral rate estimates. So basically what he's saying is that Powell was not taking all factors into consideration while he continued to pause and not cut rates. Trump believes that cutting rates will help with inflation. How will we know for sure? Try it and see. It's the only really way. Everyone can argue about whether it will help or not, but at the end of the day, the only way we're going to know whether cutting rates is going to help with inflation or hurt inflation is to cut them and find out, right? So, what else do we have? Emmanuel, just heard that you said your son passed. Wow, brother, my deepest condolences. Yes, absolutely, man. It's been a rough week. It's been a rough week. Pico says, I don't really want to be a shill cat. Not really my thing. I like cold milk and green candles. Maybe someone can share the address since someone is asking. Anybody? Yeah, somebody want to share the address for Pico in the chat since somebody's asking for it. Buying Swift, can you please take a look? Yes, I suppose I could do that for you. Let me pull the chart up. Uno momento, por favor. Okay. All right, let's have a look at Swift Coin. Yeah, Swift is just kind of going sideways. We're in this downward trend right now, and we're not really breaking out of it, right? Have a look. We will have a break out of there. Looks like we did come close to coming down to this bottom here around 2079, 208. If that support doesn't hold, we're probably coming down to 20695. But I don't think we have much further to go, to be honest with you, to the downside. Eventually, we're going to snap out of here, and we're going to move up to your first levels of resistance. And it's going to be a nice little move to like 1 cent 3.5 or something. So, Pico smells of rich mahogany. Nice. Absolutely. Okay, let's keep it going here. Let's go over to, we got a couple more clips to get into here. All right, SEC chair just announced live on Fox they are working to pass Bitcoin crypto market structure bill.
Well, I'm looking forward to Congress acting on this. I think it's important that we have a market structure bill, and we are actually helping. We were helping with the House, and now we're helping with the Senate as far as technical assistance on questions of securities law and that sort of thing, and gaps that we see that need to be filled. So we're going to continue doing that and provide all sorts of assistance. We're also part of the President's Working Group on financial markets. that came out with a report here about a month or so ago. And so, we're really stand behind that report. And so we want to see this get over the finish line, because the Genius Act, which was enacted by Congress and the president back about a month ago or so, I think was a huge step forward that applied to stable coins. And that's the first time that the United States government and the United States as in statutory form, has recognized a digital asset like stablecoins. So I think that was great. And now we need to focus on the market structure aspect so that there is certainty in the marketplace and direction to the SEC and the CFTC to work together. I anticipate joint rulemaking, and so that way we can try to future-proof this sort of these rules and the relationships from some rogue regulator or something in the future.
Yeah,
absolutely. It's funny how we went from having the CFTC and SEC fighting all the time, bickering, contradicting each other, to now working together, right, to pass legislation, to pass rules for digital assets. Absolutely phenomenal how we've done a complete 180, in my opinion. So yeah, keep on keeping on, man. Very, very bullish. Guys, real quick, I wanted to put this out there from one of our channel sponsors, from BTCC Exchange, guys. They have given us a tournament, a trading challenge. Look at the prizes you are going to win if you use our link down below and join up over on BTCC for your trading. Check it out, guys. You can get futures bonuses. You can get yourself Beast Fit Pro earpods. Beats Fit Pro, a PlayStation 5, Tiffany bracelets, sterling silver, a laptop, MacBook, an Apple Vision Pro, a Rolex, a Tesla Model 3, or a Lamborghini Urus. Check out the prizes, guys. Get yourself some today. You must use our link down below. Crypto futures promotion, trading volume rewards. Check it out, guys. You're not going to want to miss that opportunity. Devin, Rob helped change my life with his knowledge and heart to change lives. Just joined the top tier and loving it. Thanks, Rob. We're paying it. We're praying for you and your family. Thank you so much, Devin. You cannot understand how much all of the prayers and well wishes mean. Thank you so much, my friend. Also, your train picture is awesome. Thomas the Train, baby. Thomas the Train. Ty, what's up, man? Thank you for the prayers, my friend. Encourage somebody. Thoughts on Real USD1? I've never heard of it. Encourage somebody. Jeffrey, I think Caesar was saying Swift Bridge was not kept up with tech compared to other projects. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to ask him about it. We're going to be doing a live stream together soon, so we'll have a talk about Swift together. Your boy, LFG. I'm here, Legends. True that parabolic phase starts after 10 super chats? Yep, that's exactly it. Perfect day to DCA, says Pico. Absolutely. How do you buy Pico? The address is in the chat. Leo sent it. Can someone put the Pico address? Not sure if I have the right one. There it is. There it is. Pico on Phantom. Yes. Pico says, you're amazing, Rob. Thank you for everything you're still doing during this time, not overlooked. We're stronger than ever through your strength. Thank you so much, Pico. How's the All Unity partnership looking? Looking fantastic, man. Fantastic. I actually covered it. I did a deeper dive into that partnership with Zebek this morning. I released a video here on YouTube, so go watch that video for a deeper look at the partnership between All Unity and Zebek. Absolutely bullish. Absolutely bullish. Right, let's go on over to Squawk Box as they run an ad while I'm loading it up. Okay, so this is going to be Morgan Stanley CIO Mike Wilson. The early cycle rolling recovery has begun. All right, I just got to wait for this little ad to quit here, 11 seconds, and then we'll get going. I had already had it queued up, but it rebooted for some reason. So 4, 3, 2, 1. All right.
Join us now, Mike Wilson, Morgan Stanley CIO and Chief U.S. Equity Strategist. The reason I said you're so smart about physics is I'm reading how you're basing some of your calls, and you are like tackling the most difficult things to forecast. You're not just like looking at momentum and stocks maybe continuing to go up. You're trying to decide whether there's a recession risk. You're trying to decide whether, at this point, Bullard just said it, you think the recession risk is behind us and we're reaccelerating.
Yeah.
For the economy is reaccelerating already.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
I think forecasting stock markets is as hard as coming up with gigawatts or gigawatts. Okay, trust me.
Well, you're not even doing stock markets. You're doing the economy and the Fed.
Yeah,
I mean, they can't do it.
Well, I mean, look, it's difficult, right? We're trying to live 6 months in the future. And I think the market does live 6 months in the future, as we've said many, many times. And our thesis for the last 2 or 3 years has been very consistent. We think we've been in a rolling recession for 3 years. And we've documented this in quite a bit of detail. The last couple of weeks, we've actually gotten more information around the job revisions, not just the big one that we got the 911,000, but also the 2-month payrolls. And we've done some pretty interesting analysis there that shows very clearly, that the trough of the labor cycle was in March, April, okay? Whether you're looking at job cuts or you're looking at the payroll revisions. And that bottomed, okay, with the government recession in Doge, which is what we were waiting for. So that was all of our thesis for this year. So we feel pretty good. We have the right narrative now. The market, by the way, is our confirmation. The market figured this out at the exact same time. So that, like the old adage, trust but verify. We trust our analysis, but the market kind of verifies it.
I was going to ask you, if we went through a recession, why are we at new highs? But you said it didn't happen until the recession was already over.
That's right. Well, typically, remember, Joe, when the market always bottoms during a recession. It doesn't bottom when it's over, when it's obvious to everybody, okay? Now, the Fed's working on lagging data like always. By the way, that's not new either. This is not an unusual feature. We saw the same thing in 08. We saw the same thing in 01. Okay, we documented this. So this is very apropos for how it usually works. The one thing that's missing this time, but it's different than 01 and 08, is the Fed is actually behind the curve more than they have been in other cycles because of that lagging labor data, which we think will catch up in probably November when all those Doge employees who were let go have to file for unemployment insurance.
All right, so we're going to continue, even though we've already bottomed, we're going to continue to get some straggling bad numbers. They're
Absolutely, that's the way it always works.
They're going to straggle in.
Interesting statistic, okay, which is the market, okay, typically bottoms a year before the unemployment rate peaks. That's typical.
Why should the Fed be cutting now then? They should be raising.
Well, because there are other reasons they're cutting. Okay, first of all, we do need to cut because in order to get a full recovery, right, the rolling recovery now, we need rates lower. One of the reasons why we've had a tepid, kind of economy in the private sector is because rates are too high for most businesses, particularly small businesses and consumers. So they do need to cut rates. The question is, how much are they going to cut? And that's why we haven't seen the full rotation yet to the early cycle, small cap, low quality parts of the market. Okay, so I believe that last week was sort of a sell the news event because the Fed is sort of dragging its feet. They cut 25 and the market really wants or expects, or it's priced for, more importantly, for something more aggressive. So we have this window now for probably the next 6 weeks or so where we think the market is at risk of this tension between the Fed being kind of behind its own curve and the bond market, and the equity markets really wanting or needing now a more aggressive Fed path.
But the background, your whole overriding theme is that we're early cycle. Isn't early cycle, if you're patient for the next 6 weeks, shouldn't you be buying stocks here then if we're early cycle? I mean, are you telling people right now we're early cycle and it could be the beginning of a multi-year period of rising stock prices?
Exactly our call. We said very
Let's
clearly
go,
that
baby.
April was the end of a bear market. That was the Liberation Week was the final piece of bad news you typically get at the end of a major bear market. And by the way, just to be clear, the average stock was down 35% between April of 24 and April of 25. That's a proper bear market. So the new bull market began in April, and now it's evolving, and the stock market's ahead of kind of the data as it typically is. We've seen, by the way, just because small caps and low quality early cycle stocks haven't outperformed, they have gone up in absolute terms significantly. So the market is telling us that that thesis is correct for now. And the risk of that is that the Fed stays behind the curve longer than the market expects, and we have a little digestion here, which could be a meaningful correction in the next 6 weeks. We'll see how it goes. But like either way, that doesn't change our thesis that the early cycle rolling recovery has begun.
I can see going against a consensus, but just about everything you just said is 180 degrees from where most people think we are.
Not the first time.
Not the first time. Well, time will tell.
That's right.
That, my friends, is a hot take if I've ever heard one. If it doesn't make you bullish, I don't know what will. JC says, Rob, my brother, I'm just showing some love and appreciate what you do for this community. It's been a really tough week. Remember, after every storm, there will be sunshine. Everyone, please hit the like button. Absolutely, man. Thank you so much, man. Like the support has been absolutely insane. Guys, thank you so much. Carlos, Rob, let us know over the Patreon when I'm scheduled to. Yeah, we actually were supposed to do it on Saturday, but I mean, for obvious reasons, we didn't end up doing that, right? So we're going to reschedule it, but you guys will know. Because as you guys know, every Saturday I have a special guest on the live stream in the afternoon. This last Saturday was supposed to be Cesar. Unfortunately, circumstances, so we're going to reschedule. Attila, my goodness, my friend, thank you so much. Thank you for everything, buddy. We love you. Hugs your way. Hey, man, you know what? I don't even know what to say about the support that you guys have given me as a community, both on YouTube and on the Patreon. You guys are standing beside me and stuff like that. And it really does. It means a lot. Thank you so much, my friend. Flit fan. If it took 1.8 billion to get BTT to go from 115 to 112, how much do you think it would cost to go to 112 to 107? People think it's going there. I don't think it's necessarily has to go there. I mean, if we bring back up the Bitcoin chart, here's the thing you have to remember. Every time we come to a bottom or something like that, people call for lower, right? There's always a group of people calling for lower. Right now, what we have is a very perfect textbook inverse head and shoulders pattern playing out right now, right? For us to go to 107,000 would drop below the head of this head and shoulders pattern. It doesn't make sense. We'd have to come all the way down here, right? It doesn't make sense. I can't see why this inverse head and shoulders pattern would be invalidated. Could it be invalidated? Of course it could be, right? Do I think it's going to be invalidated? No, I don't think so. I think it's going to go up to the upside. I think we're going to consolidate here. We could come down a little lower on some wicks, but for the most part, I think that this right shoulder is going to stay intact, and the breakout target on this is about $142,000. So it sounds about right. When you start to get most people calling for 107, a move up to 140 sounds perfect, right? When you've got the consensus that we're going down, usually crypto does the opposite of what the general, community thinks it's going to do. So there's a ton of upside left for the markets except housing and DXY due to money printing. Yeah. Carlos, thank you, buddy. You're the best. Ain't no problem. There she is. Gamma Goddess in the house. Let's get this money. Good to see you, Gamma. Good to see you. Yeah, absolutely. So we're almost at an hour already, guys. This hour has flown by. Listen, I will be back tonight. I'm going to try to do an 8 p.m. live stream central on YouTube as well. That's about 6 hours from now, if you're wondering what time it is. And I will be live over on pump.fun as well this afternoon, probably this evening. So yeah, make sure you guys are there for that as well. So I'll see you guys there, and get over to our trading group, guys. Like I said, if you didn't see our new tournament that BTC, our channel sponsor, is jumping on board. They're giving us a tournament. Check out the prizes, guys. Check out the prizes. Gamma, thank you so much. Pico and LFG to the moon. Absolutely. But yeah, once again, guys, you can win a Tesla, Rolex, virtual reality headset, laptop, an Apple MacBook laptop, Lamborghini Urus, and so much more, man. So you have to use my link down below, though, guys, if you want to participate in our tournament, BTCC and Crypto Future Trading Challenge. Check it out today. No, there is no Zoom calls till further notice, Carlos, until I am ready to hop back into doing the coaching calls. Right now, I'm not in a place where I want to be doing calls and stuff like that for obvious reasons, right? LFG is on sale. Excited for the next run. Absolutely, Andy. All right, guys, so get over to the Patreon. Once again, the link is down below. Join our trading group to be a part of the tournament. You're not going to want to miss it. Win yourself a Lamborghini courtesy of BTCC and the crypto future community, my friends. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless.